안녕하세요, 와인강입니다. 전 오늘 비행기 타고 시애틀 넘어갑니다. 저와 같이 워싱턴 오리곤 와인 한번 맛보러 넘어가시죠. 고! 드디어 미국에 도착을 했습니다. Excuse me, where can I get a bus to Vancouver? In front of there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. 안녕하십니까.
안녕하세요.
Hello, Simple.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name is Nigel. I work with the Wine Commission. Welcome.
오. 경치도 좋다. 오. 욕실이 쓸데없이 좋다.
Getting started right over here. My name is Chris Stone with the Washington Wine Commission, and my friend, colleague Margaret Brave, Oregon Wine Board. It is our profound pleasure to welcome you here to Seattle.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out, spending time with us. Absolutely. There's no way that anything would survive without irrigation. Everything I do and everything I've always done is 100% native fermentation or indigenous or spontaneous. I don't add anything to our wines. I add a little bit of SO2, maybe some tartaric, maybe a little water, but that is it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
뭔 내부가 이렇게 멋져.
All right.
응?
So at this meal,
May I taste your wine?
I have one white and 3 Pinot Noir.
White first.
It does go through 50% malolactic.
All right, this is our Luke 2022 Chardonnay, 100% barrel aged.
It has minerality here.
Yep.
Bordeaux blend with Merlot. And then I took over the winemaking and the winery in 2018.
you're Korean. That's why you look so handsome.
So this is Oregon Pinot Noir. This is 100% Pinot Noir. This is weekday, like everyday Pinot Noir. This is the reserve weekend special Pinot Noir.
Perfect. So we're RM Wineries. And then our Albarino in Washington really thrives with the aromatic whites.
Thank you for sharing your wines.
마이. 미국 시애틀 첫날 일정 잘 마치고 방에 들어왔어요. 저는 또 와인 한잔 하면서 편집 열심히 해야죠. Cheers. Let's check out. 아침을 먹읍시다.
그리고 요거 던지는 스크랩 토스트는 많이들 드세요. 그럼 요거를 드릴까요?
예, 알겠습니다. 감사합니다. 예. 야, 나 한 사발 주신다. Thank you. 오, 게살이 듬뿍 올라가 있어요. 오, 빵 되게 크런치하다.
일찍 오시면 저쪽에 앉으실 수 있는데요.
왜요?
드셨어요. 예.
감사합니다. 오, 커피도 더 주셨다. 지금 맞은편 건물을 보는데 레스토랑들이 되게 많이 있네요. 미국도 경기가 어렵긴 어렵나 보다. 저기 보면은 공실이 있어요.
Should be about 30 minutes without too much traffic, hopefully. It's going to be a long day, so...
Good morning.
Good morning.
Fine wines are grown generally between 35 and 50 degrees north and south of the equator. Southern Oregon lies at 42 degrees north. In Washington, we go all the way up almost to 50 degrees north. And there are 21 American viticultural areas in the state of Washington. Just over 1,000 wineries exist in Washington state. So you will see more growers in Oregon and more wineries in Washington. Primarily Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet is king in Washington, and Riesling and Chardonnay are their major white grape. Washington grape growing is on eastern side of Cascade Mountains. Willamette Valley, Oregon is all on the western side. The first vineyards that were planted post-prohibition in Oregon were in 1960. The Willamette Valley makes up 70% of all production.
So 60% of Oregon wine is Pinot Noir.
No other region in the world is as dedicated to a single grape variety as Oregon. Not even Burgundy has as much Pinot Noir grown and made as Oregon has. For considering all the factors of what makes a wine relate specifically to that place that it's grown. And it does come into the elevation of the vineyards, so the height of the vineyards, the latitude of the region, how short or long that growing season is, the ability for rain shadows effect to buffer cold, wet weather into a region, the amount of sunshine a region gets. We get many more daylight hours in our summer, so long growing days in the summer. Washington and Oregon get 2 hours more sunshine a day than Napa Valley does. This is based on growing degree days for the various regions that you can compare them to around the world. And grape growing in Washington and in Oregon, that's on the western side of the Cascade Mountain, is typically grown without irrigation, so mostly dry grown.
We've spoken about the mountain systems of the Cascade Range that are very important for creating the rain shadow effect up into Washington. But that Cascade Range also extends down into Oregon, and so we get 610 centimeters of rain on the western side, and then the Cascade Mountains, we're sitting right now, 102 centimeters of rain and snow. You'll probably see some snow when you're going over the Cascades today.
야, 눈이 그대로 있다.
And then you drop down into the Columbia Valley where they have 300 sunny days a year. And so this is the similar rain shadow that you see in Oregon, except that this is high desert because we're up into the Cascades.
And there's no grape growing up here. A very small amount maybe of hybrid varieties, but no vinifera planting. Rainfall on either side, and then June, July, August, September, quite dry.
This is DeLille Cellars. This is actually an old brewery.
Wine suitcase?
We started the winery in 1992. So we are one of the oldest wineries in Washington State. As you can see on our board here,
각 구획별의 모든 데이터래요.
it's interesting for me at least to see when the harvest started in each year and when we finished. This is the barrel room. Mostly 23s in here right now. We'll go upstairs.
1992, our first vintage. Actually, this wine was the best wine because we ferment them all separately. That would D2 ends up being more about 85 or 86 individual wine lots.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I only get to say this once. My mother-in-law was actually born in South Korea. I'm really happy that you guys are all interested in the beauty that is Washington State wine. Thank you again for coming. And fairly heavily on Rhone varietals. Syrah was my first love in Washington State.
Oh, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
I sort of dug a hole for myself earlier.
I'm Alex, and this is Hal. We are the winemakers for Matthews. And the one that you'll try next is the 2021 vintage Cabernet Sauvignon. So those might be interesting to try just to see how the vintages were different in Washington.
And then we will have dinner tonight on Red Mountain. Sounds nice. And what are these mountains called? Cascades. And what are these mountains called? Olympic. And the two of them together create a rain shadow effect. That's right. And Eastern Washington is truly desert-like climate.
야, 눈이 그대로 있다.
Hedges on Red Mountain.
Fun.
We also have lots to drink. I know. All right.
Thank you.
everybody in the frame there. Big smiles.
So welcome to Red Mountain. Our company, Hedges, actually wrote the EVA. We developed it in 1998. 4,000 acres. So we started, my wife and I started the business. She's the one that looks like a French person. 1986. Thank you for coming. Kamsahamnida.
Hello, everybody. From Red Mountain, you'll see inside is all organic, biodynamic, all made native fermentations. So what you get from the field is what you're going to taste in the bottle.
I manage the vineyard, but everything that I'm deciding, everything that I'm doing, I'm listening to the vine. If an insect is eating them or mildew's eating them, right? So part of biodynamics is actually having a little bit of a sacrifice and giving back to nature.
워싱턴 레드 마운틴에서의 석양 정말 멋져요.
Well, I mean, we're all around.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So we all kind of just like
Cross right now, and then it comes away.
I need you to sign those before you go. Oh. Put them up there.
Ich habe da nur 7 Jahre gelebt und dann ja schon 19 Jahre vorbei.
그러면 본부장님이 어떻게 보면
Aha.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, we're ready to.
Remember, we're leaving 8 a.m. So be ready to go by then.
우와, 방 크다. 뭐가 이렇게 커? 샤워 부스도 있고 욕조도 있고.